Nobody talks about what really happens. Behind those school, they called it the best school in the country. Her parents believed them. Amara believed them too. She packed her bags. She said goodbye. She smiled. She didn't know that inside those walls, something was waiting for her.
From the outside, the school looks perfect, the kind of place every parent dreams of. Clean environment, beautiful structures, everything in order. Students walking in with confidence, like they already belong. It feels safe. It feels promising. But what you see from the gate is not always the full story, because inside that same space, not everyone finds it easy to breathe. Inside the St. Bridget Girls Secondary Boarding School, everything moves smoothly. Students are already in their groups, already comfortable. Conversations flow easily. Laughter comes naturally. It's clear that everyone has found where they belong. But for someone new, it's different. You notice everything, every look, every reaction, and slowly, you begin to understand. This is not a place you can just walk into and fit in. When Amara got the admission, it felt unreal. She read the message more than once, just to be sure. A scholarship into a school like this. It wasn't something she ever took lightly. It meant her effort had been seen. It meant someone believed in her ability. But even in that moment of happiness, there was a quiet awareness that this would not be easy. Her mother tried to stay strong, but you could see the emotion in her eyes. She was proud, yes, but also concerned, because sending your child into a new environment like this comes with a lot of uncertainty. Still, she encouraged her, because opportunities like this don't come often, and when they do, you take them. As Amara packed her things, everything felt real. Each item she placed in her bag carried meaning. This was more than preparation. It was transition, leaving behind what she was used to, stepping into something completely different. She moved carefully, thoughtfully, because she understood one thing clearly. Her life was about to change. Amara stood at the school gate with her mother. No rush, no distractions, just that moment. Her mother adjusted her bag gently, like she wasn't ready to let go yet. "You'll be fine," she said, quietly. Amara nodded, even though she wasn't completely sure, because from that gate onward, everything was hers to face. Amara walks into the school alone, and that felt different. Not exactly fear, but not comfort either. She held her bag a little tighter, looking around, taking everything in. It was new, structured, unfamiliar. You could feel the difference immediately. But she kept moving forward, because stopping was not an option. Days after settling in as a student, no one said anything to her directly, but she could feel the difference. In the way people spoke, the way they carried themselves. Everything felt polished, effortless, and she was still adjusting, still trying to understand how things worked here. It wasn't rejection, not yet, but it was distance. When the teacher introduced her, it seemed normal at first, just another new student, nothing unusual. But the moment her scholarship was mentioned, the atmosphere shifted slightly. Some students paid closer attention, others simply observed her in silence. And somewhere in that room, someone had already started seeing her differently. Vanessa didn't need to speak to be noticed. Her presence carried enough weight on its own. She was confident, composed, fully aware of herself. This environment was familiar to her. She understood how things worked here. And more importantly, she was used to being in control. So anything unfamiliar stood out immediately. Vanessa was not alone. She moved with people who supported her, agreed with her, a circle that reinforced her position. In environments like this, influence matters. People align themselves where they feel safe, where they feel protected. And sometimes, that alignment comes at the expense of others. Amara kept to herself, not because she had nothing to say, but because she was observing first, trying to understand the environment, trying not to draw unnecessary attention. She moved carefully, quietly, but sometimes, being quiet doesn't mean you won't be noticed. The corridor felt longer than it actually was. Students passed by, engaged in their own conversations. No one really stopped. No one really looked twice. And yet, she felt seen in a different way. That kind of awareness you can't explain. It wasn't direct, but it was there. Weeks passed. Vanessa approached her, and that moment something shifted. It wasn't loud or aggressive. just a calm interaction on the surface. But underneath it, there was intention, the kind that doesn't need to be announced. Amara responded with respect. She stayed composed, but in that moment, a line had been drawn. It started subtly, low conversations, quiet laughter. Nothing obvious, nothing direct, but enough to be noticed, enough to create discomfort. Amara heard it, even when she tried to ignore it, and slowly, it began to settle in. Amara is known for her intelligence, and answering question comes naturally to her. She didn't think twice about it. It was simply what she knew. But the reaction it triggered, that was something else. Because in certain spaces, being exceptional can feel like a challenge to others. And from that moment, attention turned into tension. After the class was over, Vanessa didn't react immediately. She simply observed, calm, controlled, calculating. Not everything needs a loud response. Some things are handled quietly, and in that silence, you could already sense the direction this was going. It wasn't over. It was just beginning. Some days later at other corridor, but it felt different now. There was a weight in the air, something unspoken but present. Amara walked past, focused, composed, choosing not to engage. Because sometimes, that feels like the safest option. But even then, you can't completely escape what's building around you. The dining hall was full, yet isolating. Everyone had somewhere to sit, someone to talk to, a place they belonged. Amara sat quietly, trying to blend in, trying not to attract attention. But in spaces like this, difference is always noticed. One day, the classroom was quiet. Almost too quiet. Most students were out, but Amara stayed back, just trying to have a moment to herself. Then the door opened. Vanessa walked in, with her friends behind her. Not loud, not aggressive, just deliberate. And suddenly, the silence didn't feel safe anymore. It wasn't direct rejection, it was absence. No one reaching out, no one including her, no one making space. And over time, that absence becomes loud. It settles in slowly, until you begin to feel completely alone. Then Tenny showed up, not with noise, not with effort. Just simple presence. She spoke normally. She treated Amara like she belonged, and that alone made a difference, because sometimes, all it takes is one person to change how a place feels. Vanessa didn't always act immediately. Sometimes, she just watched, observed patterns, reactions, weaknesses. Amara could feel it, that constant awareness, like someone was studying her, waiting for something, and whatever it wasn't going to be good. Amara and Tenny walked side by side down the corridor. Their steps were steady, but not relaxed, because behind them, they were not alone. Vanessa and her friends followed quietly, not close enough to touch, but close enough to be felt. No words, no laughter, just presence. And sometimes, that kind of silence says more than anything else. Amara and Tenny sat quietly in the dormitory. For a moment, nothing was said. Then Tenny looked at her. "Why are you allowing them treat you like this?" Her voice wasn't harsh, just confused. "Why are you keeping quiet?" Amara didn't answer immediately. Because sometimes, it's not that you don't have a voice. You just don't know if using it will change anything. The tension didn't stay hidden for long. Vanessa stepped in, with her presence filling the room. Tenny didn't move back. She stepped forward instead. Vanessa's eyes narrowed slightly. "Don't involve yourself in this." But Tenny held her ground. "I'm already involved." Amara stood there, caught in between both sides. And this time, it wasn't silent anymore. Later, when no one was watching, Vanessa came back. Not alone. Her friends followed quietly behind her. No noise. No hesitation. This wasn't random. This was planned. Vanessa moved straight to Amara's belongings, like she already knew what she was looking for. Something small, but important enough to matter. Later, Amara opened her bag. She paused. Something wasn't right. She checked again, carefully. Then again, her inhaler was gone. At first, she thought she misplaced it. But deep down, she already knew. There was only one person who would go that far. Amara and Tenny didn't waste time. They went straight to Vanessa. No hesitation, no fear this time. Amara spoke first. Calm, but firm. "Give it back." Vanessa didn't deny it. She held the inhaler tightly in her hand. Right there, visible. Not hiding it, just refusing to let go. And in that moment, everything became real. Amara reached for it, but her breathing had already changed. Short, uneven, strained. The tension, the pressure. It was too much. She tried to steady herself, but her body was already reacting. Her chest tightened. Air became harder to pull in. And right in front of Vanessa, Amara collapsed. Vanessa didn't expect it. Not like this. One moment everything was under her control, the next it wasn't. She stepped back slightly, not out of fear, but uncertainty, because this was not part of the plan. Everything changed quickly. Voices rose. No one was calm anymore. Tenny's voice stood out, urgent, shaking, desperate. And in the middle of it all, Amara couldn't respond. Help arrived, the school ambulance. But it didn't feel fast enough. Careful hands lifted her, voices giving instructions. Movement, but controlled. Everything focused on one thing, getting her out, because now this was serious. The room was quieter here, controlled, structured, contained. Machines steady, movement minimal. Amara lay still, her body recovering slowly, but the weight of what happened had not left. Her mother didn't wait. The moment she heard, she came, not asking too many questions, just needing to see her child. And when she did, everything else faded, because nothing matters more than that moment. Amara's mother stood beside the bed, her eyes fixed on her daughter. Then slowly, she turned to Tenny. What happened? Her voice was calm but heavy. Tenny hesitated for a moment, not because she didn't know what to say, but because saying it made it real. They've been troubling her. She spoke carefully. At first it was small, then it got worse. Tenny looked at Amara briefly. They took her inhaler, and when she asked for it, they refused. Silence followed, not empty silence, but the kind that carries understanding, because now her mother knew. Amara's mother sat across from the teacher. Her posture was calm, but her eyes were not. I need to understand what happened. Her voice was steady, not raised, but firm enough to carry weight. This wasn't just a question, it was a demand for truth. Not long after, Vanessa's parents arrived. Their presence alone shifted the atmosphere. Confident, composed, like people who already understood how things would go. And in that moment, this was no longer just a school issue. Vanessa was called into the office. She walked in without hesitation, her parents seated beside her. A complete contrast to the tension on the other side. No fear, no uncertainty. Just quiet confidence, like she already knew. She wouldn't stand alone. Amara's mother faced the administrator. This time, she didn't hold back. My daughter could have died. The words landed heavily. She was denied what she needed to breathe. Her voice remained controlled, but the emotion underneath was undeniable. All I want is fairness. Vanessa's parents didn't argue. They didn't raise their voices. They didn't need to, because power doesn't always sound loud. A few words, carefully chosen, references to influence, to support, to what could be withdrawn. And just like that, the room shifted. The office was quiet now. Everyone had left. No voices, no pressure in the room anymore. Just her, standing there, still. But her mind wasn't. Everything that was said lingered. Amara's mother's words, Vanessa's parents' presence, two different truths, pulling in opposite directions. She exhaled slowly, because deep down, she already knew the right decision, but knowing it and choosing it were not the same. Not when there was something to lose. Not when power was involved. Vanessa walked back like nothing changed. Same confidence, same space. But something was different. Not outside, but around her. Tenny sat beside Amara, her hands gently held together, her eyes closed, her voice low. Please, let her be okay. She didn't deserve this. No long prayers, just simple words, because sometimes that's all you have. This time, it wasn't laughter, it wasn't agreement. Vanessa's friends looked at her differently, confused, unsettled, disappointed. What was that? No one was supporting her now, because even they knew this had gone too far. One by one, they stepped back, not dramatically, just quietly, creating distance. No arguments, no shouting. Just a decision to no longer stand beside her. For the first time, Vanessa felt something. She felt the isolation, that same distance, that same silence, the same feeling she once gave someone else. Now, it was hers. Vanessa was no more noticeable. People discussed her meanness. Even without speaking, the energy had changed, not loud, but clear. Respect was no longer automatic, and distance had begun. They came in quietly, not like before. No laughter, no confidence, just silence that felt heavy in the room. Tenny looked at them, surprised. Even Amara lifted her eyes slowly. One of them stepped forward. "We're sorry." Her voice wasn't strong, but it was real. "We didn't think it would get this bad." Another one spoke. "We followed her, but we knew it was wrong." Regret was written all over their faces. Clear and impossible to hide. "We're really sorry, Amara." And this time, it wasn't just words. The school was aware, not rumors, not assumptions. They knew what happened. The details were clear. The situation. Understood. But knowing the truth and acting on it are not always the same. The pressure didn't need to be loud, it was already there. In conversations, in silence, in decisions waiting to be made. The school felt it, and slowly, it began to affect everything. In the end, nothing happened, no consequences, no accountability, just a quiet decision that changed nothing. And sometimes, that silence is louder than anything else. Vanessa stood at the door for a moment, not entering immediately. For the first time, she wasn't sure of herself. She walked in slowly. No confidence, no control, just realization, because now, she could see the damage clearly. Recovery takes time, not just physically, but emotionally. Amara was stronger, but not unchanged, and through it all, Tenny stayed, consistent, present. When Amara returned, it wasn't the same. Students noticed her, not with mockery, but attention. Some came closer, not to question, but to stand near her, and for the first time, she wasn't alone. Amara didn't say much, she didn't need to. Everything she went through already spoke for her, and this time, her silence wasn't weakness, it was strength. The school felt different now, not louder, just clearer. Vanessa stood alone, no friends beside her, no laughter around her, just space. And for the first time, she saw it. Not the school, not the students, herself. Everything she had done, every moment, every choice. And slowly, it made sense. This wasn't power, this was bullying. Not strength, just harm. And no amount of influence could change that, because in the end, it didn't make her feared. It made her alone. And that was the lesson. Bullying doesn't make you bigger. It only makes the damage deeper. And some things, once done, stay with you. They walked side by side through the corridor. Amara glanced at Tenny, grateful for everything, for standing by her, for not walking away. "I won't forget," she said softly, because in that moment, she understood something important. Her worth was never something anyone could take from her, and this time, she knew. She would never allow anyone treat her less again. Outside, the air felt lighter. Amara walked with a quiet confidence now, not because everything was perfect, but because she had changed. She had learned. With Tenny beside her, she knew one thing for sure. No matter what comes next, she would never face it alone again. In the end, it was never about who had power. It was about who endured and still stood strong. Amara didn't just go through it, she rose above it, and that is what makes her a winner. Not because she fought back with force, but because she refused to be broken.